Welcome to Moonlighter 2, game based on slapping enemies, taking their heirlooms, and selling them on might as well be the fantasy Facebook marketplace. Running a business isn't as simple as it should be, especially when the merchandise bites back. This is Checkpoint Dunion, where every game gets a taste test, and in the fryer today we're cooking with Moonlighter 2, the Endless Vault. With the first game landing well for most players, fans have been savoring for this moment for a game to push its own boundaries. And now with it in early access last month, people are curious about what's being served around this time. Grab your dusty brooms and your overfilled backpacks, because this place is definitely not going to clean itself. Moonlighter 2 kind of keeps that same recipe. Dive into a vault, slap the uglies, steal their heirlooms, and sell their life story for a profit. That nice jump to 3D made it feel wonderful and easy to read. It kind of gave me flashbacks to Hades 2 when I played that game. With the relics, placing them in certain areas to get the best bang for your buck really made you think about where you're placing them so you can get that money coming in. And trust me, like, there's times where I hit a relic to hit a quality of 200 somehow, and I don't even know how I did it. And it took a lot of work to do. Split most of my time coming into this game, half on mouse and keyboard and half on controller, and it felt like it was definitely catered towards that controller feel. Not against it, but I am a mouse and keyboard player, so I experienced a few misinputs or non-registering inputs at all, and it kind of threw me out of it a few times when I would try to click on things and nothing would happen, or it would just feel really buggy at times. The combat, it's that calm, relaxed cousin of Hades 2. Read the patterns, dodge, and use those punishing openings to take full advantage of damage. It feels good, but the overall difficulty is on the easy side. If you're experienced with ARPGs or roguelikes, you'll breeze through most vaults. I was able to reach the boss area way faster than I actually anticipated for these games, and some fights rarely demanded such strategy. Performance is where things kind of get a little hiccupy. The game, yes, it is in early access. Performance. Low rigs and Steam Deck players have reported that they have dealt with frame stutters, micro hiccups, and a few UI freezes, and nothing run ending, but definitely noticeable. Overall, the gameplay loop is fun and smooth, but that low difficulty controller feel first and the early access performance bumps kind of keep it away from hitting full crispy moments. Moonlighter 2 trades that pixel art charm for this fully 3D isometric kitchen to work in, and overall, it gets the job done. The environments are clear, easy to read, they still look beautiful, and it helps support that fast decision making in combat with easier telegraphs that stand out, animations are sharper, and that new perspective helps everything feel a little bit more modern. That said, the style shift does come with a trade-off. The first game had this warm handcrafted look that made danger feel scary. Moonlighter 2, that 3D presentation is cleaner and more polished, but sometimes it feels too sterile, like the vaults are prepped for a surprise health inspection instead of a monster invasion. It's functional and readable, but just not as charming for me. The real standout, oh my goodness, is the sound, the audio, the background music. This music itself is phenomenal. It's relaxing, it's cozy. The attention that some bring is immense when you're fighting bosses. I just love it. The soundtracks are phenomenal, from this one inside the store, ones that are in the magic realm, one that are in the gallery, one that are in the desert. They all feel wonderful. I love it, and I listen to them especially when I was doing work in the midst of making this video. I genuinely enjoyed all of it. It carried a lot of that atmosphere for the game. And the sound effects, they are good. They're solid. The weapons, the greatsword felt like strength. The gauntlets felt like they were hitting fast and light and keeping you agile. The sword was a good balance of both, and the spear also gave you that tactility ability to stay in range and keep things from a distance. Nothing overwhelming, and nothing steals the spotlight, but everything is tuned to support the flow of combat and exploration. Overall, the visuals, they get the job done, and the audio is the real main character from it. If anything, the soundtrack brings more personality to the world than this new art direction does. After several hours exploring the vaults, selling heirlooms, and trying to keep my shop running without burning it down, Moonlighter 2 lands as a solid early access dish. The 3D combat feels smoother, a little bit more modern. The relic modifiers add enough spice to keep runs interesting, but the soundtracks carry a lot more personality than you would expect. There's a strong foundation here, and the core loop still scratches that same Moonlighter itch. But this early access build definitely comes with limits. The difficulty is on the lighter side. If you're familiar with ARPGs or roguelikes, you'll breeze through what's available quickly. I reach each area's boss a lot faster than expected, and only a handful of biomes in the current build. But the variety runs out sooner than the loop can really heat up. Performance is another sticking issue with the Steam Deck and lower rigs, stutter, small freezes, and usual early access quirks showing up often enough to notice. Still, what here is fun and the potential is obvious. For now, Moonlighter 2 earns a 7 out of 10 satisfying rings. This is Checkpoint Dunion, where every game gets a taste test, and let me know your thoughts. What's the next game that should go into our fryer?